Pete here with the Small Business Resource Center and PeteGustis.com. Like, subscribe, and comment. I just want to make one information really quick. This video might be updated, so when you watch it, actually, I would say follow it all the way through. I would print the documentation and get ready, but I might update this because they might release more information tomorrow, which is April 3rd. So look for the other video. So basically, this is the Paycheck Protection Program. If you have a small business or self-employed, the federal government is authorized $349 billion towards job retention and other expenses. There's going to be a link for the description for everything, as always, and some information to help you. So you do want to watch the whole video. I don't recommend just going here because I always like to explain people mistakes I made so you don't do the same thing. First of all, let's have an overview. The Paycheck Protection Program is fully forgiven. That means you do not have to pay it back if you use it for authorized expenses. What is not authorized? You get the money and now you take a vacation. You get the money and you remodel your kitchen. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm just saying it's not forgiven if you do that. But it's fully forgivable if you use it for business expenses, which would be, if you're looking at the guidelines, payroll costs, interest on mortgages, rent, utilities. At least 75% of the forgiven amount must be used for payroll. That means to pay yourself. If you're self-employed, the government is defining payroll is your gross income divided by 12 months. So that would be payroll for you. So keep that in mind. If you don't understand that, talk to an attorney, accountant, or comment below, because this is a great program. I will be taking advantage of this as a real estate agent and self-employed person who has rentals and other things. Keep in mind, employees must keep employees on their payroll or rehire quickly. So if you laid people off, you got to bring them back. So that's what's going on. Okay, who is eligible? All small businesses with 500 or fewer employees, including nonprofits, veterans organizations, tribal concerns, self-employed, sole proprietors, independent contractors are all eligible. Okay, April 3rd is the application process. Where small businesses and sole proprietors can apply. Starting April 10th, independent contractors and self-employed individuals can apply. Okay, sole proprietors. We encourage you to apply as quickly as possible because there's a fund cap. Keep in mind what I said. They might not have more funding. And you're supposed to go to an SBA lender to apply. So they're telling you have to go to a bank. So I would recommend contacting your local bank that you work with or an SBA lender. If you don't know one, you can look that up. But every area has a local SBA lender, and almost every single bank should have an SBA lender. So you may want to contact your own. If they're not open and they can't help you, they don't know what this is, because some people told me, I called my bank and they don't know what you're talking about, even though I looked at your video. I'm not trying to sound rude. You need to call a different bank, because keep in mind, I'm doing research and this information's online. This is not something I made up myself. If you're working with a bank that's terrible and doesn't know what's going on, go somewhere else. So next is the fact sheet. Links will be in the description if you want to download this. Keep in mind, this is from the Department of Treasury, not from the, that is the Department of Treasury, but it's not from the SBA, which are the next two links. And I don't know why they all don't have the same information everywhere, but this details the Paycheck Protection Program. It says what you can use the money for, the application guidelines. That short one was a little bit nicer, but if you need all the details, the links will be in the description for the fact sheet. I'm not going to go over all the questions because I'm sure a lot of people like myself are busy. They don't need me to do it. You could just download this or get the link and then look up what you need to look up very quickly. Keep in mind the interest rates here. A couple things I do want to go over. 0.5% fixed rate. You will not get a better rate anywhere. Well, if you can comment below and tell me where it is, because that's where I'm going. When is my loan due? In 2 years. So you got 2 years. All payments are deferred for 6 months. However, interest will continue to accrue over this period. Hey, that's great. I'm saying I would take advantage of this. No collateral requirements. You do have to prove your income, by the way. So you do have to prove your payroll, or you have to prove your income if you're self-employed. The link will be to the Paycheck Protection Program for the SBA, because that's where you're supposed to apply. Or you're supposed to go to an SBA bank. But if you want to look at this online, this has a download link. I would not go there, even though I'm going to put this link here. Keep in mind this says sample. You can print this form out, do what you want. But if you go to the other link that I have, which is at the Department of Treasury, you can actually fill this form out. So what you can do is fill this form out to the best of your ability, print it, go to your bank. Wouldn't that be great to just walk into the bank with your payroll information, your W-2 forms for your job if you're self-employed, or some tax documents, bam, and get your loan processed right away, rather than sitting there not knowing what to do, maybe being there for an hour or so. So a little bit of preparation your part will probably make this very easy. This form might be updated, by the way, because they don't have information for corporations, even though I would just not check anything up top and put the corporation or company name or incorporated. If you're self-employed, put down your self-employment name. You can put your average monthly payroll, which is, of course, your average monthly payroll divided by 12, your yearly divided by 12, then 2-point time and the number of jobs. If you're self-employed, put 0. What you're using this for. Of course, these are what you're allowed to use it for. This is not what you're allowed to use it for and may have to be repaid back. I don't know what they'll put there, but I'm sure in this time you probably could use these funds for these purposes. The rest of these questions I'm not going to go over, but keep in mind they're questions to authorize you to get this program. And of course, you got to certify everything, fill it out, sign it. This is very simple. If you did SBA stuff in the past, a lot of documentation, because they realize that this is a bad time with a crisis in hand with the coronavirus, they've made these applications easy. There are lower fees and extremely low interest. So I would recommend taking advantage of this. This is a Paycheck Protection Program. All the links will be in the description. This video may update. Pete Gustus, like, subscribe, share to the smallbusinessresourcecenter.com. And if you need real estate help, give me a call too. Have a great day. God bless.